Alright guys, so we're back for another vlog, this time about the Boston bombings that just happened a couple days ago. Now, not a lot has been released as far as I've seen on the news about, what type of bombs they were, why, if they have any sort of suspects, things like that. As far as I could find, no, there are no suspects, as of yet, because the police are saying it could be a one-person job. The bombs were placed at 2 points near the finish line. The first bomb went off at 2:50 p.m. Second bomb went off 10 seconds later, further up the road, about 550 feet apart. They were both placed within pressure cookers, and this was a design for a bomb that was placed in an online news article in 2010. So anybody could have access to this news article as long as they have a working internet connection. The pressure cooker was one from Spain. It was a 6-liter pressure cooker, which you would think that would slim it down because it's a special order from Spain. No. Within the U.S., we get over 50,000 of those bought annually, and that's been for the past couple of years, as far as I could find. So, okay, so you can't slim it down by that. Can't slim it down by the type of bomb it was, because it wasn't really a bomb that was made by a bomb specialist. It was something you could throw together in your garage if you really tried hard enough. The shrapnel was glued simply to the inside of the pressure cooker, and then the bomb was just placed inside of it and set up on an egg timer like you would have in your kitchen. So that, I mean, there's really nowhere to go with it. Well, to me. I know that they are going to keep trying to find the suspect, but the fact that they've already stated that it's going to be really hard to find this terrorist, if it is, a terrorist or a terrorist group even, it could just be one person. And do you know how hard it would be to find one person to build a bomb like that? I mean, it's not something that is easily done. Okay, now you can Google how to make these types of bombs. You can Google how to make a bomb in your own home. I mean, it's easy enough to use the internet. I mean, anyone who's been on the internet for more than about 3 years understands that you can go to Google or Yahoo or Bing or I can't think of any more. Any sort of a search engine. You can punch in how to build a bomb, and it'll tell you. Really, I mean, you can go to the store and buy the things that you need to build a bomb. Most bombs contain gasoline, styrofoam, and some sort of solvent to congeal it all together into more like a plastic explosive. How do you track that? I mean, gasoline is something that's bought on a regular basis, all the time. Every day, people are buying lots of gasoline. Styrofoam, I mean, people are buying that to ship things all over the place every day. So there's no way of tracking either of those things. And the solvent, you can get that solvent in cat litter. So, I mean, it's all things that are so common that there really is no way of tracking down this one specific person. I mean, okay, if you can pull a fingerprint off the bottom of the pressure cooker that's left over that they found, good for you. You've found who did it. But due to the heat, I think it would have burned off all of the oil. Now, that's me. They found shrapnel from this thing on top of the buildings. That's a good 20, 30 feet up and at an angle that this thing had to move. So that means that you had some extreme pressure in there, especially if you blew up a pressure cooker. I mean, those things that's what they're built to do. They're built to put water in and put your food in, and then you just kind of turn it on and you walk away, and it builds up the pressure and it cooks things faster than normal. And so to build something that the explosive force was great enough to rip this thing to shreds and throw shrapnel 30 feet into the air, okay, that might actually slim it down, honestly, because of the amount of the solvent you would need to build this bomb. But I really don't see them tracking this person down. I mean, it's going to be a big thing in the news for probably the next week or so. They might pin it on some guy, but I really don't see it actually being the right guy, because let's face it, I mean, the last time we had a big explosion like this in the U.S., 9/11, we had the Chicago bombing. They tracked them down eventually. Now, I don't believe it, because, well, I am who I am. I've seen what I've seen, and I don't listen to the liberal media, or, well, any media. Not liberal, just liberal, conservative. I don't fucking care what side you're on. I don't listen to it. I go out there and I do my own research, which I thoroughly think you all should do as well. But I've seen how much the government is trying to take over and control us, and now I'm not saying at all that this is the government, but it might be a good idea to keep that in mind, because, let's face it, if you don't understand that 9/11 was set up by us yet, you're probably listening to way too much of the media. You really are, because there was no way that that wasn't set up by us. The pillars at the bottom were cut at a perfect angle. All of them, same angle, all the way across. There was thermitic metal found at the scene that continued to be over 2,000 degrees in temperature for weeks and weeks after the buildings fell. There was, and you can see all the explosions as the planes are making impact. I know that this is off topic. I'm supposed to be talking about the Boston bombings, but these are supposed to be educational in a way. So I want to show you guys that you can't always just take the media as what it tells you. Because, okay, Fox News, NBC News, they're going to tell you one thing. Because guess who owns NBC News? NBC News is owned by GE. GE is one of the biggest war investors. They control a lot of the investments and a lot of the resources that go into the wars. So they were profiting entirely from all this. Anything to do with war, anything to get a war going, they make a profit on that. And so they're going to try and keep us in war. They really are. The way that our government is built, the way that it's all put together, it's built to do exactly what it's doing. That's the thing. Everyone's saying, oh, the government's failing, the economy's failing. No, it's not. I can tell you that right now. Since 1920, when the Federal Reserves were put back into place after being removed by Andrew Jackson. Andrew Jackson? I think Andrew Jackson. But after they were reinstated, this is the way the economy was built to go. It was built to go up, and then it would hit its peak, and all the people who were here who have all the money know when it's at its peak. They know when it's going to start going back down, and that's why the stock market crashes, is because they are like, okay, we're at our peak, we are not going to ever get any higher than this, so they pull all their cash out, stock market goes down. It's the way it's all built to go. I just realized how off topic that whole thing was, but that's okay. So yeah, I know that I'm really done with that part of the rant, so I'm gonna kind of get on to the topic. Well, not the topic at hand, the vlogs and things like that. I know in my last video, I got someone who commented saying that I was really quiet. They had to turn up their volume a lot. I'm sorry about that. I had forgot that I turned down the gain on my microphone because I was talking to someone over Skype, and they said I was really loud, so I turned down the gain, and I forgot to turn it back up before I started recording. That's been fixed, I hope. I turned it about halfway up because anywhere past it, and you could hear the fans on my computer really loud, and I was also maxing out my volume bar on my recording software a lot, which means that I was kind of hitting the edge and it might get scratchy and things like that. So let me know, if I fix that. Yeah, I think that's about it, honestly. Leave me a like and favorite below, guys. I hope you enjoyed what I had to say. I hope you go out and you do your own research into this type of stuff. If you really want to get into the research behind 9/11 and understanding how money works and things like that, look up Zeitgeist the movie. I'll leave a link down below. On their website, they actually have multiple download. They have a main download, mirrored downloads, and a torrent download that they keep running just in case, so that everybody can get this. You can buy them also on DVD, but they built this movie and they have it set up on the internet so that you can get it for free no matter where you are, who you are, so that you can watch it and learn from it, because it's a whole movement. I'm part of the Zeitgeist movement, and I hope that you guys will join me. So I will see you all next time.